friends of Skele Vader, and welcome to stage 4 of my Snake Mountain diorama build. This is the interior space we're revisiting again today. I've begun to add stairs, as you can see here, and took some extra pieces of insulation foam to build out the platform here, which will add a bit more room to Skeletor's throne room, which is upstairs there. I've also begun to create a sort of pathway. As you can see, we go up into the throne room, and then we can walk stairs up to a platform that leads across to the other side. And I filled in a lot of these gaps with some plaster and added some additional support to these extra platforms using that plaster. This here is a platform that will lead up to the top. So I'm going to build a ladder like you got with the Super 7 Snake Mountain playset. Okay, Skele Vader here. Today I'm going to be using air dry clay to start building mountain demons into the walls of this Snake Mountain. I'm going to be making the faces on this plate and then gluing them while they're still not dry, gluing them with Loctite onto the walls and then blending the edges in. Afterward, I'm going to paint the entire inside of this Snake Mountain with the primer, and which will then prepare it for spray paint, which I'll do later. Okay, so this is how I sculpted the mountain demon faces with the air dry clay on that plate. I added some texture and detail, and then I used some of that Loctite glue to paste it onto the wall and then blend the sides in so it looks seamless. And here they all are. That face there is at the highest level of Snake Mountain. Here's level 2. I added some wooden teeth to these faces to add a little more detail and an element of danger. And here I'm beginning to create the snake head. I built a foam interior to the head, and then I added the air dry clay on top to create detail and add and sculpt in some scales. The nostrils are on the front of the face, of the snout, to be reminiscent of the Filmation Snake Mountain snake head. There I went and added a Hordak in there as a nod to She-Ra. And here's, after I primed the entire interior, I wanted to show you all what the mountain looks like to scale with the action figures. So up at the top is an Origins Merman, then we have the vintage Stinkor there. There's that Hordak again. And here's a Classics Beastman, and the Classics Filmation-style Trapjaw. And we have the Origins Panther here by one of those entrances. That face reminds me a little bit of the sort of Muppet demon face on the outside of the toy mountain. And then up here, you can see Skeletor standing near the throne room on the staircase that leads down into the throne room. And that's the head of the snake. So you can see in scale, in comparison, the snake head is fairly large next to one of the action figures. So I'm going to show you here how I began to create the skin for the snake body itself. I first I built the snake body out of the chicken wire and some spray foam for the inside to keep it supported. And then I added plaster sheets, plaster cloth to the outside of the chicken wire to make a solid structure underneath. But I really wanted the skin to look like the animated cartoon skin of Snake Mountain, of the snake. And so I used the air dry clay again to create the sculpted skin. A little trick for creating stone texture is to have a ball of aluminum foil and roll it across the surface to get that texture. And then I use a little water to smooth things out. So as you can see, the aluminum foil helps add that texture to the snake body. And this is the snake head. These are the pegs I'm using to attach the head to the snake neck at the top. They're at an angle in there so that they will hold the snake head in a little bit better than if I were to just attach it with one peg. And also, I'm going to use the Loctite glue. That glue is fantastic. It works for any material, styrofoam, plastic, clay, wood, everything. It's really strong and works with any material. As you can see, it goes on pretty thick too. And this is the head attached. It's coming along, folks. Thanks for watching stage 4. The Snake Mountain build will continue. Please click like and subscribe. And if you're interested, you can go to my Etsy shop and buy some Skele Vader paintings and some Skele Vader stickers. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, but hope to see you on Etsy. Hope to see you out there. And thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And as usual, we'll see you next time.